Good evening, it's me, DjDoubleT, here and existing. Wow. No, it feels like a lot has happened over the weekend. I don't know why, but it just does. And I think it's just like the loss of time has just went zoom on my existence. But I hope everybody's doing good and dandy. At least, you know, that's what we could all wish for. Today's itinerary consists of the usual. We're reading a book, we're doing some journaling, but I also do want to show you guys what I got when I went to a anime convention recently, because I was super excited. And, I mean, did I spend too much? Oh yes! But, you know, it's okay. I am happy with what I got, and it was within budget. Actually, even less than budget when I did this time. I'm proud of that, because every time you go to like a convention, you know, everybody has their own budget, what they want to do, what they have to spend, and I'm just like, oops. Alright, what do I have to do today? For those of you who haven't seen me since last time, I did dye my hair. It's a little wet now. Doesn't look as good as it was when it's like not wet, I guess? I don't know. I kind of messed up because I was trying to make it pink. That's the color. Hi Puma. Thanks for raiding. But it turned out a lot more orange, and also like, okay, so I had let the colors go. I only bleached it twice because I bleached my hair 3 times before. I bleached it 4 times. And so like even my sideburns are bleached as well. Let me take off these headphones. So like let's have the heads words. Sideburns are good. This part, I mean, I was just doing like 3 different sections and it turned out like as an orange crown instead. And I also did like the back of my head a little bit, but it wasn't like the best. My hair is naturally fluffy, but even if it's wet, like, I woke up today and I felt like an anime villain. Like, my hair is all over the place. And I was just like, well, this is the start of my villain era, and y'all can stop me. Oh yeah, no. When I get bedhead, I become full anime. Like, if I could post, like, pics of what I looked like, oof. How did you not realize, Puma? Do I look like I usually have, like, orange hair? Oh, hi, Kabu. Close that one. Oh, frick, I closed the wrong thing. Oh no, there goes the music. Whoops. This is why you don't close the extra tabs. Oh yeah, I got a new look, Kabu. Only Zesty knows the new look. Because I knew that you guys would stop by and I was kept silent about it. That's why I was like totally, like, okay. Hey Chris, thanks. I honestly, not gonna lie, I don't like it because now, like, I accidentally did the Halloween thing where it's like, oh yeah, Halloween, at my job, you know, Halloween stuff is already showing up in August, and I'm like, "Ugh, Halloween stuff is too early, no." And then and it was supposed to be pink, but I didn't bleach my hair dark enough, or like, sorry, light enough, and I think I needed like at least a third one for the colors to show up. Hey Jasmine. Huh. What? Okay. You know, most of the things on Twitch I don't even understand, so I mean, good for you, Puma. You know, life was never made to be easy. That's why. Yeah, next time I might just let it go. Or, I think the next time I'm gonna buy some bands so I can actually tie up the hair so that it doesn't like, um, what's the word? Doesn't spread out to too many. Yep, pretty much mess around, pray. Also, since I'm done with like my two like kind of like self-help books, I can finally dive into my one of my resolutions, which was I've already did the first half of that one little thing, which was to finish reading a book that had been sitting around with me for like 4 years, and I had gotten halfway through. It was just to finish the other half. That's already done. But the next goal is to finish one of these books. Specifically this one, Love, Hate, and Other Filters, because that was also a book that I bought with it. And this one, if I have time, Life Sucks. How to deal with the way life is, was, and always will be unfair. Oh yeah, it's when there's a lot of reasons why there's a lot of people in chat today. But also thank you for all for coming to support. We're almost there. Last I checked, we're at 2.6 average. Once we get to 3, that's when affiliate is done. Ah, books. Stop crashing. But yeah, it was supposed to be a lot more pink, but because my hair is more yellow, it changed out more orange. And so now I look like some punk villain, but I also feel like I look like one of the villains from Demon Slayer. That's what I feel like when I'm there. uh yeah, boom, I'm at 2.6. But yeah, we're at that point. Well, good night, Nampy. And then yeah, we're really close. Like once all the other things go away and some other things reach a certain point, we should be done and dandy. Oh yeah, I remember where it was a couple weeks ago. I think it was either like at 1 or less than 1 for a bit. And then there's just like a nice spike. And we're just getting there. Ever so slowly. Now what am I doing? Ah, yes. We're gonna make my screen extra bright. Oh. If I was at 0.7, that's gotta hurt. But it makes sense because I think sometimes I streamed where like I was just having fun with it. It was just me. And I think sometimes it was like nobody. It's just me existing. Yeah, it's a little hard, Kavu, but I think after like the old ones disappear, the numbers should be like back up. But you know what? We're getting there slowly, and I feel like it's kind of like... Oh yeah, that too. Well, they only reset if, you know, the month's passed. It's like, they only count the month average, which is the nice thing. Oh, thank goodness it wasn't like concurrent. If it was concurrent, that would have been horrible. That would have been like a lot to fight. Oh jeez. What do you mean this is a new device browser login? This is the exact same browser? What? Why did I send it? I sent it to... Okay. Okay. Oof. I think I've been streaming for at least 1.5 years by now. I think 1.5. At first it was just League content, but chill is League content and also the most, what's the word? I don't remember what I was gonna say. But I think it's also because I wasn't the best. You know, I play with a lock screen, not the most riveting content when it comes to like League stuff. But it is what it is. Ah! Thanks for Dexing for following. Oh, okay. I do need to take a photo of this. Because... Oh, that's where I put my hat. I was wondering where I put my hat for a reason. I was like, where is this? Where did I put it? Here. I think you missed last time, because I think you said that you were gonna be there, Chris, at some point for one thing, and I don't think... Oh no, you were there, but you never pressed the button. That's right. Oh, I have like so much stuff to show from like the anime convention, because I think that's what I want to do first, is like... Well, I'm gonna show you guys, but I'm also gonna take a photo, sorry, ASMR, of Crackles. What's this? Why do I have a card? Oh. Oh, is this like their fancy way of having a, Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait. No, that's where I bought this. I don't remember. I'm just having a moment. Ooh. Ah, don't stick myself with a pin. So wait, Boom, what was like the drive to like get back into it, I guess, if you don't mind me asking? Huh? Oh, this shirt, right? So we can do this. We can do a story time with the shirt. So the shirt itself, right, is so back when where I worked, they had a large backlash for, you know, having pride stuff by like a small majority, and then they had to recall all the products and then like not sell it, and basically they couldn't sell these items anymore due to like their repercussions. And it wasn't free per se, but what happened was, it's like, oh, this thing, it's sitting there. This is a drag queen that I actually kind of like in existence and whatnot, right? And, well, the shirt is for Katya, our very famous transvestite Russian hooker. That is what it is. And so because it's a recalled object, we couldn't sell it. And so what I did was I spoke to one of my like people, and like, because we couldn't sell it, the only way to sell it was to do it as a like non-lookup order, kind of like, oh yeah, it doesn't have a barcode, doesn't have a price, and so I got it discounted because, you know, we still gotta sell it because I can't just walk out with it. Maybe it wasn't the largest discount, but I wanted it, and like Katya is awesome as like a like drag queen, kind of crazy, kind of kooky. But that's the story of how I got this shirt, I guess, was, you know, hey, technically still feeding into the corporation, but still supporting in a sense. And that's kind of like the small story. I made it sound like it was so big, but it wasn't. But it also kind of sucked that we couldn't sell this just because recalled. Like, what was gonna happen? Was it just gonna get salvaged? Was it gonna be... Listen, for me to get jacked, that would be like another thing. Like, I can get like fit and exercise, but like actually putting on muscle is a whole other species of story. I can try, but it's gonna take like a while. If I double my weight, then I'd be at 240. I don't know, I feel like I would be like this small boy with like compact muscles, you know, of 240. That would be kind of gross. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'd be... I don't know, I wouldn't want to feel like that compact. That actually reminds me of what happened a few days ago. So like right after I got back from the con, right? I'll guess what in a second, Puma. After I got back from the con, like I got out of the car, and like this older guy was like, "Where are you? Hello, like where are you from?" Like, and I was like, I know what he's asking. but I'm gonna just say where I'm like from, like home wise. So I'm like SoCal, and then I was like, I travel all around the world. Filipino? And then I was like, no, why does this situation have to happen? And then I was like, no, I'm sorry. And then you proceeded to go like Chinese, Taiwanese, and it just like, and I was just like, why are you still trying? I'm just trying to leave. It's an awkward moment. So I kind of just segued to like, have a good day. Nope. Just because like, it was just like, so awkward. It's such a weird question to ask. Like, where are you from, I guess? Like, because it can either be, it's cultural, or it's where you're from home-wise. And sometimes I feel like saying, like, cultural is kind of offensive to some people. Especially if you don't know them. Yeah. But, that's the end of my awkward story. I just never thought I'd have that happen once I was, like, getting home. But, Puma, what do you want me to guess? What am I guessing? What am I guessing about? Who are you, John? Well, yeah. What did you discover? I was gonna follow up with a very conceited line, and then I was like, no, I don't have the confidence for that. Of course, Puma, you would get happy by the state cars. Well, what happened with these state cars, I guess? Oh, I should have done the team. Oh, okay. No, each person has their own thing that makes them happy, and I'm really glad that, you get your estate cars. Go room. I just realized that, at a certain point, I gotta do Duolingo, and I don't want to do it live, but I have to, because it's gonna be like, you didn't do me, therefore, you must perish. And I don't need that, not at least today. No, no, not that, anything but that. You're right, I should probably do it, it's fine. You know what? I'm doing it on stream and no one's gonna question me, right? Except for myself, and don't want to do Spanish and like butcher everything. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't butcher Spanish. Let's just learn the language of my own people, I guess. They really just said soup is soup. I don't know how I feel about that. But like, I guess soup in vid is spelled with like an S with a U with like a little, not a tilde, but like the diagonal dash, I guess. And like, it's basically soup without the O. Oh no. Huh. Num is 5. Oh no, not the tonal language thing. Oh god. There's only one difference, there's like a weird dash on D. Interesting. 5. What? I also think that the Viet for Duolingo is for... Okay, because like Viet in what I've learned is that there's actual different words for each part of Vietnam, which is there's North dialect, there's Central, and there's South. And they all have a little bit different. I want a bowl of pho. I think so. Meanwhile, there's a struggle in the Republic, and then there's me struggling with questioning uh, tonal languages. Vi ăn mì phải không? Okay, does V eat noodles? There we go. All I hear is like the dark side stuff, like, not dark side, but like Star Wars stuff when you say join the Empire. And I'm like, I don't need to join the dark side. Here is your tea. Yeah. Đây là café. Wait, café của bạn. Một. See, we say in like, okay, here it says bat for a bowl, but like when I say it at home, we say to. So I'm just like, this is confusing because this is. Well, huh? Kabu, what? Huh? For some reason, I'm like filling in that line with like, where's your hair from again? And I'm like, where is my hair from again? You're right. It's bought off of the words. Like, we're talking about ethnically, or are we talking about like where in the world I'm from? Like, originally? Or, like, where do I call my hometown? Because that's always a line where I'm like, what? Oh no. No, I can't. I just can't. Not with emojis. I'm not here for a rebus. I'm too old. I don't understand the slang. Boy. Alright, we did it. Okay. Duolingo's done. It's done. We don't have to worry about it. It's dead. It is slumbering for like another hour or so. Well, for another day or so. You know, I don't know what the Armstrong means. Does it mean something, Kavu? Oh, but yes, everybody, I wanted to show you guys what I got from like the convention that I went to. So we did like, my friend and I, we did this thing where we like signed up for a raffle thing for fun. And so they wanted to spin the wheel to get candy, because if you did like the raffle thing, you could spin the wheel. They got candy. And for me, I said, let's spin it for Pokemon cards. And I got 2 Pokemon cards. You can't really see them because blinding light. Got a beauty guru this, I guess, but got a Starly and we got like the Hisui and Arcanine, I guess. Lighting. Come on. And then like I went to the artist alley because so the convention split up into like generic stores and whatnot. I know me. Stores for, you know, things that aren't like smaller businesses, I guess bigger businesses. And then they have like independent artists. And like we met this really chill and like cool artist that like I was like, what's the difference between like your B grade pins and like what you hold as like the standard? And then the way they said it, it was just like perfectionist, but also like I get it. And also like I'm really glad you hold yourself to that standard. Because okay, so let me like close this down so we get like better lighting. So we got like this cute like Shiva pin. Oh my god. Can I get like better lighting? No, I can't. Well, it's all reflective and shiny. Let's turn this off. No, she didn't say she didn't sell like the B grade ones. But like the reason why she called them B grade ones was because they had like small little like imperfections that weren't to her standard. And I asked her like, so like where is this on this one? She's like, you can't even tell the difference. But I was like, okay, you can tell that. But like the Shiva one was super cute, and then there's like this Conmay Fox one kinda like, with like all these emojis, like a Twitch streamer basically. And like I really like it. I don't know where I'll put it because I really am bad about putting pins up. And I also got to meet the same webtoon artist for Catloaf Adventures again, and I was so happy when I saw them because I was like, you're back again. But and like they didn't. I told them like, hey, I like last time I was here, I bought this one, and this time they had Tabby Loaf, and I was so happy. This is Tabby Loaf. Tabby Loaf is like a cat wrapped up in a blanket always. Like he's a small boy in a blanket. Well, they don't actually have genders because they're bred cats. And I don't know why, but I always default to like P for the gender for some reason. I'm trying to be better with that. But they also gave me a sticker because they're like, you bought the other ones? Look at this little sticker. And then they also have like side quests that you can do. There are like 3 different ones. There's one like for Team Rocket, there was like to visit certain booths, and then one other one. And like if you did it, you could get like a pin and stuff, like Pokemon pins, or like you did the thing, right? And if you did the thing, you have a chance of being entered, or if you meet the requirements of like the first 50 for that day, you also get other things. I also was able to, because I think I kind of got tired of trying to find it in cards, even though I will probably try to find it in cards. I got 2 of these, the full art fake Coco card finally. Come on, you can do it. Don't reflect, just. But it's so cute. He's just living his best life, grocery shopping and chomping on an apple. I'm so proud of him. Oh yeah, the full art cards are. So Pokemon cards generally have like the first half, right? Full arts are special cards where it's like the whole card is like an art. I also got like 3 more packs because why not? They were on like a cheaper price. But oh, but also like the artist that sold me the B grade pins, they actually gave me like a free little baggie. It's a pretty good little baggie. And I think what took my largest chunk of the budget was because I really forgot about this last time, but I had the 2 options. I got a backpack. I think this will be my like going out backpack. Like I'll have my work backpack, which I'll just have be like generic. This one may not have like a side flap for like a drink, but like I like it. It's a little raccoon. And there was an orange one, but I don't see myself wearing orange that often. The orange one was like a 9-tailed fox kind of variation, but it's got little hands for like the buttons so it can keep closed, and there's enough decent storage space. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I should have watched Tabula. But like, they have a little small blanket. And like, the creator of these allows you to like, actually, like, pick out which one you think is the one for you. But oh, it's like a little flap of a blanket. Or do you cut this off? I don't think you should cut this off. Oh, it's adorable. Oh no, Tabby, no. Actually, it's kind of interesting to see what Tabby looks like without the blanket. There we go. Tabby's happy, I'm happy. We're all good. This time I think we kind of took a variation from our like lo-fi music because I was trying to look for like, okay, some fall music, but then they said like, oh, let's go for this one for like music for streamers. And I said, why not? I'll go for this. Oh, what did I buy from Lionheart? I don't remember. Now all I have to do is like rinse and repeat, you know, save up enough for something like happy. But also maybe I should also work on saving up for bigger things in life. It'll be like a balance. Next time we won't need to buy as much because they may be really cool artists, they might have really cool things, but I don't need everything anymore. What's the iCar, Puma? Please explain. Alright, back to blinding white light. Oh. You know what? That makes sense. What's today's date? You know, I can't believe we're already in September. The moment I said September, I started hearing things. Alright, it may be 9/6/23 for you, Kavu, but it's 9/5 over here. Okay, no, school should not be starting this soon. For anybody. Like, I just don't know how I feel about school starting so early. Like, it makes me feel like in the future, school, like, summer break will literally be winter vacation or something at a certain point. It's like, you know, what happens to the 104 days of summer vacation? Which doesn't happen. Let's see, Puma. I think my school, like, when I went to school, it started about, like, September 22nd. Like, late September. But that was back when I went to school. So, like, 3 years ago. 3 or 2 years ago? I don't know. Well, it depends. We usually got out, like, around, like, the beginning of June. And no, I don't think Zesty told me about what is fitness. Well, mostly high school and college. Like, I would have to go back in history, Puma, because, like, it's been a few years since I've been in high school. Well, see, we weren't, no. But Puma, no, we weren't like a lot of the country, unfortunately. I think we were just like a lot of late starts. Am I concerned? Yes. Am I just gonna move forward? Yes. Will it occupy my mind as I move forward? Also, yes. I'm just gonna write this in my therapy journal like, oh yeah, Kavu just made a horrible putt. that's gonna invade my mind, and now I feel very awkward about it, and now I'll talk even faster, and you know, now we can't even speak. It's fine. You're gonna get older, Puma. A full year older soon. You can't berate me. Ah, yes. You know, I'll just be like, okay, next time I'm with therapy session, I'll just talk about you, Kabu. It's like, you're the reason why I am going to therapy this time. That's how you get immortalized. Kidding. I actually don't know what I'll be talking about there in therapy next time. It's kind of like on a day-to-day basis of like, what is happening? What can I do about it? But, Kavu, what if I don't want peace? What if I want just pure destruction? I also just realized, like, after, like, this stream, I have to sleep immediately because I have to wake up at 7 a.m. to catch a bus to get some allergy shots that may or may not make me tired AF. No, 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 no. It's not like I don't want peace. It's just that problems seem to follow me first. Like, peace doesn't last, like, as an idea, as... Peace doesn't seem to last. Mainly because problems take a lot more time in our mind, while peace seems to go back, like, to leave pretty quickly. If that to make a sense. Because, like, the good times always seem like they go by really quickly, while the time you're not having a good time seems to last forever. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, that's one thing I need to like work on is like taking the time to let the good things have its moment before like the next bad thing decides to smack me across the face. Like, you know, kind of block it for a bit. It's like, you know, stay here, arm's length, even though my arm's length is small. It's fine. I can hold someone at bay, right? I hope. Responder ye mates. Why did I buy Pokemon cards? Now I want to open them. Like, if they're sitting across from me, I'm gonna open them. What if I said no to lurking? Have you ever thought about no? Well, it's a fledgling. A Voltorb, a Clavel, Dunsparce, Corviknight, Pupitar, Falkner, another Mimikyu, and a Shrillage. Okay. Alright. Anyways, well, since Kabu's lurking now, I'll just be doing my work. But if anybody wants to chat about anything, or, you know, want to tell me how their day is, feel free. I'll be around and existing. No, I never learned how to type properly. It's not my fault, really. Actually, no, it's my fault. Typing properly is like, I don't like typing blind in it. There's something about hunting and packing that's just so much more satisfying for me. I don't think anybody can hear me like click clacking, right? Because like, it sounds nice to me, but I also know that it can be very annoying for some people. How's up, Buma? Also, what are car configurators? Okay. Interesting. Have you been basically seeing how how approach words how does it also tell you like how much the car would be? Hmm. Are you not tree? But hmm. Does it mean you're gonna get a Mazda instead now? Does that mean you're gonna get a Mazda in the future? Is this like your change for a new car? Still gonna stick to what car you want? Is that what's gonna happen? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So it's like it's a cheap car, but it's kind of like these like more luxury cars. Hmm. I'm gonna nod and pretend I know what a CX-5 is, but you know, cars go nyoom across my head. Whom I always enjoy listening to talk about cars, or reading about you talking about cars, but then it's always going over my head, and I'm like, I'm gonna try my best to know what's happening. Hmm. Wonder what's the maximum amount of rows a car could have. Because I want to say 4, but I could be wrong. Interesting. I wonder how that would look. Hmm. This can be super random, but is there a car that's in like a circle shape? I don't know why, but I was just immediately thinking, is there a spherical car? Just a wheel, a ball on wheels. Darn. Well, what's a car that's like really close to it? Oh, okay. I wonder if I want a more round car in the future, or do I want... I probably don't want a more round car. I don't know. Like, I want a car that looks... Actually, I don't even know what kind of car I want in the future. Like, shape-wise, I guess. Like, I know what, like, idea that I want for a car, right? But, I kind of want my car to look like not... like a gentle... look... I kind of want the car to be gentle looking. Because, like, what's the use for me to have, like, a very, like, sharp car, you know? Because when I think of sharp, I kind of also think speed, aerodynamic. And it's not something that I personally need. Excuse me. Well, I guess if anything, I've used the car for more towards like work travel. But also, I still need to get my license, so that's something that needs to get done, you know? Which I'm running out of time for. I think, yeah, I'm most likely commuting. And maybe for like the occasional like adventure. Hmm. I still want that all electric BMW, you know? They're like reiteration of the bus. That's still like my dream car if it wasn't so expensive. And also like if I don't need to travel totally like out of the state, because I know that that car can only go up to I think 200 miles. Is it the ID4? I don't remember what it was called. I genuinely don't. That's also true, but I also gotta think about will charging stations be out in the middle of nowhere? Maybe, I think so. Do I click on that? Do I... Oh, your connection is not private. Nope. Whoops. Let's see. It is. Yep, that one. Is that car? Alright, we're saving... I gotta feel hopeful for this one. Ah, right. Okay. That don't sound so bad. 20K more than I have in my like 20 times more than I have in my bank account at the moment. You know, every bit so slowly. One thing at a time, we'll figure it out. Ah. If the used market doesn't spike out of control, sure. Okay, because it's been a while since I last read this book. I really need to go back into this. Because apparently I stopped at like the first page. Like, first page and a half. That is true. Do cars always depreciate? Because I feel like some of the older cars, right? Like, after a certain point and then they get like fixed up, they become like really more expensive, like collectible cars. No, we are not Selma. I think Selma and Louising it. No, thank you. But yeah, beginning with the book of Love, Hate, and Other Filters. That too. Kind of like anything collector, you gotta make sure it's really in mint condition and people will buy it. Love, Hate, and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed. Relina Noah. Mary Hongkong Kitai Tum Thomas will always be. But the thing is, you know, people will always want them, you know? There's some things that people will always want. Well, what's your dad gonna do with all those cars, I guess, Fuma? Are you sure he won't like hang them up, you know, for all to see? You know, just like hook, like tie up with a rope and hook it on a crane? Like, here's my car, now you can look at it from all sides. Now, is this where you got your fascination for like planes and cars and other vehicles from? Hmm. You could always install a working AC unit into your car, right? Oh. Well, is the car worth it in your eyes to be 2 to 3 more times? Then would you buy a used Volvo for that price? Like, look, like, would it have working AC? Hmm. I have no opinion on car because car knowledge goes wee. Hmm. So what? Okay, but what is like UND like? I guess like what's the campus like? Is it in like a city town? Is it more just like in its own bubble, and then there's tons of places to travel to, or is it just like in the middle of nowhere, etc., etc.? But is it like the good middle of nowhere, or like the bad middle of nowhere where you can get abducted by aliens? Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with just having like a town just for students, you know? Like how little we talking about? Because when you say little, I guess I don't have anything to quantify what a little is for a town. Okay. I think the place where I went to college, even though it's considered a small town, I think we have like 100K people. Yeah, you know what? Let me look it up. Haha. Okay, we have about less than 67,000 people. So I guess that's even smaller. Oh, okay. The older brick look is kind of nice sometimes. Did you grow up in like North Dakota for a while? And I think that's also kind of how I felt when I moved up to where I went to college from, and then like I came back home for like every so often. I think around like the 4th year, I came back home, and I was like, everything doesn't feel like home anymore. Ah, gotcha. Now wait, Puma. So if you say every few years, by the way, is it like a set every few years, or is it more of like various few years? Okay. I remember when I guess my family has never had like family reunions because they were always like unofficial things of like, oh yeah, we're here for this random event that happened, and then over time, I think we just grew more and more distant from each other in a sense. I'm so glad that I don't have to go to family reunions because like with my family, it's like you have to make sure to say hi to everybody, but it's like it's so hard to remember people's names that you don't see every so often, right? And like also because their names sound similar sometimes, and it's like, oh, okay, it's very similar, but they're different names, but they're not. I also think I remember, like, in translation, my mom's name and, like, one of my aunt's names are the exact same. And so, yeah. Understandable to a degree. Also that, like, my grandma has, I think, 5 other siblings. 2 of them passed very young, but 5 others that are currently alive. And my grandma has had, like, the least amount of children. And, like, all my other, like, great aunts have, like, 10 or more children. And then those children either have, like, one or 2 children, or sometimes 3. And it's just like, oh, it's hard to keep track. And also the age gap too. Like, it's gotten so wonky that certain cousins are like the same age as their nieces and nephews, and it just gets so confusing at that point. Oh jeez. I know that's an exaggeration, but I can understand that. So do you guys like stay in a like a one house area when it comes like a reunion, or do you guys like book out an area and you guys like it's just a swarm of people? Oh. Oh jeez. What's up, Puma? Yes, Puma? I don't think I know what bodies or styles of cars there are, if I'm being honest. You'll have to, like, very in-depthly describe them to me. I can check. Puma, how many cars, like, how many cars shapes are you going to send me? Okay. Alright. I see that spelling for minivan, Puma. Okay, so the ones that I kind of like are like the subcompact SUV, I think the compact SUV, and the sedan. Like, those are like my top three that from what I saw. Like, they seem pleasing enough to my eye. So what you're saying is that I like a lot of Hyundais. Huh, okay. Hmm, okay. Gotcha. Oh, jeez. Puma, you gotta stop mentioning things with too many Ks. It already hurts me enough as it is to watch like a full paycheck, sorry, a full 2 weeks paycheck just pass me by in one single transaction. Yeah. And then hearing all these Ks just like, oh, years of my life. It's called when you make bank. You know, some people make a whole chunk of money in like a day. Like one of the people that I know, I think they made 50K in one day. And I'm just like, I couldn't even make that in a year. But you know, it's good enough that they're successful. And I think for me, it's like I don't need to make tons of money for a good life. All I need is just enough to where I can say, for where I can actually feel like safe just living. Interesting. Jeez. You know what's funny is that like BMW drivers are characterized as like I think it was like mean and aggressive drivers. Then there's my grandma who drives a BMW, and she's totally fine. Or at least Puma, do you know those like the stereotypes for different car drivers? I guess like different brands. Interesting. Do you think you'll ever race cars, Puma? Not a vroom vroom kind of guy? Well, yeah, I mean, you can still race cars, but not professionally. Oh, what did you get numbers of, Puma? Oh, I feel like that's a lot of small. That's pretty small for depreciation, but at least in my mind. Hmm. Oh, makes sense. Jeez. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess, for the top 5, because, like, Asian cars last. At least that's what what I like to think. I'll keep that in mind. If I ever, get my license, and then after having my own used car, and then wherever I am in the future, if my pocket allows, I will get a car. Like that. Or, I will just get a car that I want for the future. Yeah. I mean, I would like, if I ever get a car, I would keep it for as long as I could until I decide to say, no longer am I here for your adventure of life. Find a new friend who can take you on for your journey. Who was having me read as I read? Huh. Jeez. Hmm. The commitment for that car, you know? What do I like for that last line, Puma, that you said? I only imagine like older people saying they don't make cars like they used to. Back in my day, them cars they last years, and now they just fall apart. I know this isn't what old people sound like, but yes. Well, yes. To be fair, that is true. Hmm. I see. Alright, well, I ended up reading 2 full chapters of the book. Apparently there's like 21. So if I want to get through this in time, I guess I have to try to read 2 chapters a week. Shouldn't be too bad. The book was a lot more than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like, oh yeah, somebody struggling with their culture and identity, and like, through like the different frames of pictures. But it's beginning to sound like Euro and like opening for I'm a teenager. And then, you know, my parents want to set me up with somebody, and then like I do find someone who's interesting that meets like my parents' requirements. But then there's also this other person, and then she basically gets into like this whole like teen rom-com situation. Well, we'll see. It doesn't feel like my full cup of tea, but I'll still read it and see where it goes. But you know what that means? That's the end for tonight, usually. After doing my therapy notes, having some fun little chats, whether or not they end up where I think they would, it's always appreciated. And also reading. So I guess for tonight, I will end the stream. The funny thing is that I don't not they're not books I would read in high school. Even though they are young adult books, I tend to read them during like nowadays, I guess. Back then I would read more books towards like fantasy-ish and like adventure. Now like I'm reading young adult books with like love and romance, which is the weird thing. Eh, no, teachers would assign books that are To Kill a Mockingbird and all that other jazz, you know? But yeah, I hope this stream helps, you know? But I think it's gonna take a few more before I reach it there. This will help. But yeah, other than that, thank you to everybody who came by tonight. Thank you for watching and supporting. And you know, if you're not followed, feel free to follow. And I mean, always come by Tuesdays. I'm here to kind of just do my work, to chat, and exist. If you come by tomorrow, it'll be some kind of game. Not sure which one just yet, but you'll see it. And if you see this on YouTube, thank you for watching. And please, enjoy the video. And if you don't want to see it not live, come exist. We're trying to get to affiliate, but also it's kind of a lot better to see it live every now and then because you get to see everything happening in real time and you never know what might happen. But thank you, Nappy, thank you, Puma, thank you, Kavu, thank you, Codex King, and thank you, Nomi, for everybody who chatted today and for existing around. Anyways, with that, I'll be out and about, and I'll see you tomorrow. DjDoubleT out and deuces. Good time.